know why we don't want to talk? Because of injustice. We know that if we talk, people's rights will be given to them and ours will be denied, because some of us are not even worthy of what we are having in the scheme of things in Nigeria today. It's time for us to talk to ourselves in Nigeria. In recent days, we have heard of bandits, government officials and community leaders negotiating with bandits in the north, and that drew national discourse. A lot of people were angry about it and all that. Yes, if you look at it critically, the people of that ethnic group that are affiliated, that are related to the bandits, most of them are in support of what you call dialogue with the bandits, because what they understood their plight, they understood with them, they resonate with them. I hope we are getting what we are saying. Therefore, we have to talk. In Nigeria, we have refused to talk to ourselves. There are more than 250 ethnic groups in Nigeria. But can you imagine that we continue to call ourselves Wazobia? How about the remaining ethnic groups? Because we have refused to talk to ourselves, all these people have been neglected. So we have refused to talk to ourselves. The Igbo person feels marginalized in the scheme of things in Nigeria. The Hausa person feels marginalized. Even the Fulani people that have been ruling Nigeria also feel marginalized. Likewise, Yoruba people. Everybody is shouting marginalization. You know why? Whenever they are not at the helm of affairs, they feel marginalized. Because of what? Yes, our presidency is based on ethnic nationality. Which tribe is qualified, which region is qualified to rule. And what does that mean? Any region that is now qualified to rule, the entire national cake is now in the hands of that tribe. And at that time, they are not shouting marginalization. But as soon as it shifts to another tribe, they start shouting marginalization. What does that mean? It means that as a country, we are not functioning as one unit. We are functioning as divided entity pretending to be one. Then why don't we talk to ourselves and see how we can come up whereby everybody will be carried along in the scheme of things? This is not just at the national level, even at state level. There are tribes that have been subdued even in a certain state that it's as if they are not even existing in that state, and power will be rotating around them while they see what the people with power are doing with them, are doing with the power, are using to help their tribes, and they are using it to suppress them. Yet they don't have anything to say. They are also silent like that, and some of them too are waiting to explode. It is like a time bomb, and every other group in Nigeria is facing this reality. Now imagine that constitutional conference, ordinary constitutional conference, the one that I can remember based on my research, we had it before 1960, before independence. 4 national conference before independence. One of it in 1950, the other one 1953, then 1954, 1957, and 1958. So after independence, since that time, we've not had any constitutional conference. Imagine that in a democracy now, we are still using the 1999 constitution handed over to us by the military, and we have been practicing democracy for the past 25 years. Yet we cannot sit down on the round table and come out with a sound constitution that carries every nationality along. Look at it now, just based on the marginalization that we are talking about. The Fulani people in Nigeria, especially one of those bandits, they have been saying that their grazing routes have been tampered with. There was grazing route before independence, and we have negated, we have encouraged most of that grazing route. If it is not longer feasible, let us sit down and talk and look for a solution to that problem. Because up to now, as I'm talking to you now, most of them still look as if it is their right have been tampered on because of that grazing route. Can you see? And most of the problems with local farmers are having with them is that some of them see that their lands have been encroached on and nothing has been done about it. We just allow it to go on like that. The farmers too, these headers too, to encroach on farmlands. Then government need to sit down and discuss this thing. We cannot just continue to tell ourselves all will be well, all will be well, all will be well, when we are not even talking to ourselves. Imagine that all the presidents, especially during democracy, all the presidents that we have seen, It's like they are ethnic warlord representing their ethnicity, and they at the expense of other ethnic group. How long can we continue like this and we see that we are a country? How long can we continue like this? So if you look at it now, as the Fulani people are reasoning with their own ethnic militias, killing people and trying to defend themselves or fight for their rights, that is how the Igbo people too are reasoning with what the IPOB movement, because what they felt that they are also helping them to fight for their right in the scheme of things in Nigeria. Likewise, the Niger Delta militants, their ethnicity, they also support them that they are fighting for their rights. Likewise, the Oodua People Congress (OPC), their own indigenous people are also looking at them that they are fighting for their rights. Do you know that there are other tribes in Nigeria also fighting for their rights in one way or the other? It's just that those major tribes are the ones we are hearing. There is another one again that is even brewing that we are not even taking note of. They call them Hausa Sansa. That means like trying to say pure Hausa, that they are not affiliated with the Fulanis. They are also there trying to fight for their rights in the north. And yet nobody is talking. Nobody is talking. Do you know why we don't want to talk? Because of injustice. We know that if we talk, people's rights will be given to them and ours will be denied, because some of us are not even worthy of what we are having in the scheme of things in Nigeria today. The reason why we are running away from talking is because we feel that our powers will be watered down, our powers will be reduced. Then if you don't really have that power and you are claiming it by force, is it not an illusion? Is it not an illusion? Is it not a time bomb that is waiting to explode? Because that power that you wield and you are using to oppress other people, you don't have it. And as time goes on, these people will continue to come after you to claim what belongs to them. So if we want to be a country, because if we really want to be a country, we must talk to ourselves. Look at every year we talk about, every 4 years we talk about who is going to be the next president, mostly along religious and ethnic line. Then when that president comes with all the what do you call it, all the thought that he's going to do and what, as soon as he enters, he's sworn in, we begin to see his weakness. Why? Because the constitution of Nigeria have not really had a constitution that carries everybody along, and therefore he cannot do everything. He has his own agenda. Whenever he begins to execute his own agenda, other people will felt as if they have been left behind, as if they have been ignored. Can you see why? So if we have a constitution whereby every ethnic nationality is represented and is given their own rights, nobody will be saying they are marginalized in the scheme of things in Nigeria. Another thing is religion. We have two major religions in Nigeria and traditional worshippers. Are we going to just ignore and everybody should just do what they like without coming up with agenda that promotes and protects the idea of every individual in Nigeria? Just like in the north now, there are times as we have heard of a lot of maybe killing based on religious religious differences. Is that how we are going to continue? And these people have held that sacred to them, that anybody that does certain things like against their religion, they are going to do certain things, and we're just living like that. Which kind of a joke is this? Which kind of a joke is this? Well, that's my own 2 cents. At least I have to lend my voice. I'm not a representative of anybody, but at least I'm a representative of myself and a believer in the country called Nigeria. We hope that one day we are going to get it right. But if we don't talk to ourselves, there's no how we are going to get it right. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this video, thumb up as usual, subscribe to all our social media platforms, and always remember,